and I don't know if you can see me, but I guess that doesn't really matter. Um, well, I guess that'll work right there. So, I'm bringing the Divine Masculine reading today, and Divine Masculine, you could be male or female gender, doesn't matter. And just so you guys know, my phone is flipped around so I cannot see comments or anything like that. I will respond to comments if there's any thereafter. All right, so we're first going to start off with the animal spirits, just to see what the animal spirits have to tell us about the energy that you're engaging in here in the month of June, moving in to a time of healing, it apparently seems like. So, Divine Masculine, it feels like you guys have been accelerated on your path. The Divine Masculines, as far as I remember, were very hard-headed, were sitting on pride, ego, and things of that nature. Some are still, but some are waking up. Let's see. The moth. It's almost like being drawn to the light, isn't it? Whatever it is that's guiding you, it's source, basically. Now, the moth in itself is an air sign, so this has to do with things like communication, things like what else? The mind, the mentality, right? How you go about doing things based on that, right? So let's go to the moth. Actually, you know what? Let's gain some deeper insights. Let's see. I'm gonna go into the book so I can see like, oh here, creatures of the sky. So that would be these ones. The creatures of the air element move quickly and decisively, and they are known to see more than others, and this can lead to powerful and discerning qualities. Air creatures love movement and mobility, but the speed at which they move often leaves them ungrounded. Several air cards indicate too much movement and not enough earth. Some people describe this as living in the head rather than the body. It's difficult to make big decisions or remember our greatest purpose when we lose our groundedness. So do whatever you must to reconnect to the physical realm. Slow walks in nature will help get your feet back on the ground. Cool. So that is very interesting right there. So the moth is essentially helping us to understand how to ground, because when you see a lot, when you think a lot, there's over analysis, right? Analysis paralysis. That's similar to the Queen of Swords in the reverse. So, wouldn't surprise me if it came out, but let's see how this turns out, right? So I'm looking at the book, and the moth says impulsive, hasty, and wishful. So within the realm of thinking, within the realm of mentality, within the realm of of air, right? And being able to see things quickly, that might actually make you impulsive to the sense that you think you see something clearly and you make an action towards it when in fact that's not the case. Now, the moth itself is one of those creatures that reminds us to be aware of our mentality, because our thoughts, feelings, and actions are all connected. So, going back to the moth is sure the grass is greener on the other side. Moth energy is at play when we're attracted to easy solutions or anything shiny and new. This can lead to unfinished projects, disappointments, or burnout. It's helpful to remind moth personalities that life is complex, no matter the illusion. No one is exempt from trials and tribulations of this great journey. Practice seeing life as an infinite mystery rather than wishing it was easier or different. So, how many of you have been wishing like life was different? You know, like if you could change your circumstances. Now, because the moth came out, I'm fairly certain that this deals with divine masculines that are of air signs. And let me see. To bring it into balance, when it's out of balance, is to finish a project, because when it's out of balance, you idealize others and you're very jittery in your movements and in your thought process. Once it's in balance, though, you'll be enthusiastic and whimsical, and that's how you can tell. Now, Whatever this is has to do with healing. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it here. And what's after that healing is transformation. Transformation, rebirth. It's almost like rising out of the ashes, but I wouldn't exactly state it that way, right? Okay, so now that we got our animal spirits, I want to go ahead and dive into the love oracle right here. And these love oracle cards are going to reveal information about your person. We're going to put it down here. And then we'll go ahead and draw some cards from the Rider Tarot Waite, and we'll get an idea of what spirit is trying to tell us. All of these cards are in the upright, so if there's any that are flipped reverse, then that means something. Sunglasses, okay. So watching, looking, stalking, gaslighting, perception, out of focus. Divine Masculine, who are you watching? Hmm? Who are you looking at? Who are you stalking? Some of you guys might be gaslighting other people. Could be something to do with this healing hand. A lot of people have been experiencing breakups, and some of them, especially the narcissistic ones, will essentially, you could say, put on their sunglasses, right? So that you could not see their eyes and see into their soul. And you know, they're trying to change their perception so that you can, or actually they're trying to change your perception by gaslighting, by focusing out so that you don't really gain an idea of how they feel. So you guys might be dealing with a narcissist. Some of you guys might be the narcissist, and that's what you're healing from. Because if we talk about the moth and going to shiny things and what's easy, the narcissists do that all the time. So it could be that you are healing from this type of energy. I would imagine that you are. Now, some of you could be water and some of you could be air. Okay. Oh, okay. So regardless of what's going on, I feel like you guys are still out there dating, flirting, trying to hook up, you know, going after those easy temptations, and possibly even third party interference, because maybe in some way, shape, or form, there's still a relationship that you're connected to. All right, let's see. What else, Spirit? Boat. Receiving what you need, progression, arriving, moving on, closure issues. Yep. So, there is a necessity for you to close out this cycle, Divine Masculine. Now, some of you guys might not like it, but it's time to heal and it's time to progress. At the bottom of this deck, you know, it's talking about time and times and cycles, things needing to take time. In this case, time is running out. I know you guys feel it too. Okay, so next we're gonna go with the Fairies Oracles. We're gonna draw 2 cards for each of these 2 animal spirits, and then we'll gain somewhat of an idea of what's going on. But I'm gonna go ahead and put everything else on the everything else down so that I can see more information and then just go ham, right? Ooh, Nelly's the Alchemist in the reverse. Okay, number 27. I've been seeing number 27 a lot lately too. The Singer of Healing. Yeah. So you see, this really is about healing. At its base, healing is a whole lot more than just trying to get over something. Healing is assimilating it into your character and making the changes that you know are necessary based on that. So, let's see. Let's draw 2 more cards. Okay, yeah. Perfect. That's the card that I want to see there. And the Necromancer. And then Flash the Footer in the upright. Okay. Well, that's a very interesting spread there. And then, of course, I am going to draw more cards, but I'm going to be drawing the playing cards and the affirmation cards, because as I am going through this spread, I will go ahead and explain it to you guys. So there's a new opportunity for you guys. And wherever you guys had that stability before is no longer there. Okay, let's see what comes out. Nelly's the necromancer. Let's get 2. And under the sunglasses, we'll get 1. Actually, we'll just get 2. So yeah, this definitely has to do with memories. And I think the fact that you're holding on to these memories is preventing you from materializing or attracting the person that's supposed to be coming to you. Now, it could be that some of you require some time alone, some time to heal. Almost like a waiting period of some kind, like a Virgo type of energy, a hermit type of energy. Let's see if the hermit... I love it when they jump out like that. Okay, so we got the 5 of Swords. So one of the things that's preventing this healing from taking place is the idea that you feel like you have to win. Now, the way that you actually do win is through compassion, not through swinging your sword, not through not by trying to battle someone. Love and compassion, right? Love and compassion is what's necessary. That actually balances that 5 of Swords energy. 2 of Pentacles. The decision is yours whether you want to heal or not. Now, a lot of the times you might feel like you're healing, but you're not. And a lot of the times it might feel like you're not healing, but you are. Now, let's see what this next card is. Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Okay, so this tells me that there is a decision that needs to be made around healing. And the reason why is because the Bright Mother is the next card that we're drawing for. And I don't know what came out. You guys have an idea of what came out. 7 of Cups, that's why. That's why there's indecision. There's a lot of shiny things going on around you, huh? You got to look at the details to figure out what it is that you need to leave behind. Now, I see that this is a good thing, that you're actually starting to see the benefits of the universe, whereas before, you didn't. Now, the fact that these 2 Cups cards came out under the Bright Mother, which is usually about turning your back on things that no longer serve you, right? The ones that no longer serve you emotionally, even, and paying attention to those details. Now, if you look at the number, it's number 42. I don't know if this is focusing right, but number 42, if you guys are familiar with the meme, 42 is the answer to the universe. So, and in and in this reading, that's actually quite symbolic, because when you look at the details of whatever's going on in your vicinity, in your environment, you'll start to see that the people that you meet, especially the ones that are unsuccessful relationship builders, are only reflecting your own insecurities. So when you meet the one that actually is caring towards you and that would like to help you, well, then what happens is you've met the one. Ooh, let's fly. Bugging me. All right. Oh, well, you know what? Take a look at what's bugging you, right? Because that's a very symbolic message right there. Ooh. All right. So yeah. So in order for you to get rid of your anxiety and things like that, there is a necessity for you to search out the details of your emotions, of whatever it is that you're chasing, of the process of healing, and why you can't manifest whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. Now, it's very interesting that 3 cards, the 6 of Cups, the 5 of Swords, and the 2 of Wands, are sitting under the sunglasses. Now, the sunglasses being about watching, looking, stalking, gaslight, perception, and focusing out. I feel like there is a necessity for you to focus out of this type of energy, because it is not conducive, first of all, to your ability to create things, right? Nelly's the alchemist. She's an alchemist. She transmutes this energy. I feel like you're having trouble with that. But there is a necessity for you to heal, right? Because when we take these two into consideration, they're both exactly the same meaning. They're both exactly the same damn thing. Now, the decision is yours, obviously. And if you do continue with that, this is actually what you're looking forward to. I'm just going to pick them all up just so you can see, all right? Okay, so as you can see, here at the top, you have healing, moving away from whatever it is that you need to move away from. And then I also take this card right here, Mick the Necromancer, as somebody who actually looks at the details. They actually pay attention to those details. And because they are paying attention to those details, they are understanding what is necessary to move on. So I feel that in order for you to be able to move on and to progress, there will be a necessity for you to take a look at the details of your life, because when you get this right here, this is basically telling me that you haven't made a decision yet as to whether you want this cycle to end or not, because there's still some type of something that you find within this divine feminine that really soothes your soul, but it also fulfills some cup of some kind, right? Some emotion. Now, you see this right here? This is the energy that you're getting out of, and this is actually the energy of the Mick the Necromancer. So when you look at the details of whatever relationship you're in, karmic, soul tie, whatever, then you see the details enough to be able to move away from that energy, to be able to heal it within yourself, and then that allows you to have no anxiety behind it and no apathy towards it. Okay. Hmm. All right, we're gonna draw one more Rider Tarot weight, and then I'm gonna go into how all of this factors in. Yeah, there it is, the Ace of Wands. So, are you ready to move on? Are you ready to take that first step? Are you motivated enough to take that first step, Divine Masculine? Because coming out of that apathetic energy, the healing that you're doing, it's going to help greatly. I want to draw one more. I'm going to put this one back, but I just want to draw one more to see what Spirit has for us. Yeah, so seeing the brighter side of things. Obviously, that doesn't need to be said. Closure is necessary in this. That way you can turn that wheel of fortune in the upright. And then Six of Pentacles on the bottom basically says that you will reach an area of peace and success. Okay, let's see. Ah, Six of Clubs. So, this was similar to the Six of Wands. And in the sense, the Six of Wands is a whole lot about being on a personal journey, but also reaching victory. And so we have it right here underneath the Five of Swords, just simply because the Six of Cups apparently decided to move its position. And so with that, how does this factor into the sixes? Well, some of you guys might have been seeing 66 as an angel number, and basically 66 is to let you know that you're on the right path. Okay. Oop. Well, that almost ended bad. The Ace of Swords came out, so that's actually a good, or I mean, an Ace of Spades, Ace of Swords. Now this is calling for a new beginning, right? Making the decision to heal and to begin this new beginning, because yes, you may have memories, but the key is forgive, but don't forget, right? That's just to protect you from somebody in the future. King of Cups. All right, when it's right here in the healing area, it's talking about the necessity for understanding your emotions and becoming emotionally balanced, and that will happen once you heal. Actually, you'll begin to feel the effects of it, and a lot of it I feel has to do with swords. You see right here, he has those swords behind his head. I feel like in some way, shape, or form, you're holding back from saying something to someone, and that actually might be very healing for you. Might actually be healing for them too, because maybe they need to hear it, right? Ace of Diamonds. Okay, so the Ace of Diamonds, actually we have one of every suit here now. If this is wands and this is swords, right? Well, then we get cups and we get pentacles, right? Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Swords here. That means that so long as you maintain that emotional stability, what ends up happening is that on an everyday level, you start making the forward movements for victory. Oh, look at that. The Ace of Clubs. And it's right next to the Ace of Wands. What a what a synchronicity, right? That is freaking awesome. That means it's telling you once you figure out these details, because that's what you're actually working towards, is figuring out certain details to heal and to move away from certain people. You have three aces here. And that lets me know that you're ready. King of Clubs at the bottom, King of Wands. Yeah. Maintain your maintain your charismatic nature. Maintain your confidence. Maintain your inner fire and have courage, okay? So now we're going to read from the affirmations deck. And with this deck, it also has numbers and symbols just like these playing cards, but they also have affirmations added to them. Ooh, okay, so in order to get out of this gaslighting and watching and stalking type of energy, the healing is necessary, but also there's a necessary thing for a clean break in here. Okay. In terms of the attraction and the seduction and things of that nature, well, you will start to attract people once you actually start to understand what is necessary to control your emotions. Because the King of Hearts, similar to the King of Pentacles, no, the King of Hearts, or King of Cups, King of Cups, this King of Hearts is similar in the way that it's asking you to understand what your emotional intelligence is. And then, of course, it's telling you that's how you're going to get to your pentacles, wherever your pentacles are going to lead from. And actually, you may have multiple choices from which to derive these benefits. And of course, the Ace of Wands being underneath the Ace of the Ace of Clubs being underneath the Ace of Wands, and the Apathy card basically in the reverse is letting me know that seduction and attraction are going to be very likely. Now, what you need to progress and to move on is to take action. But take action when you find out those details, right? Okay. Ooh, I love it when they fall out. Okay, so 10 of Swords. My obstacles are moving out of my way. My path is carved towards greatness. See, I knew there was a sense of victory in this reading for you, Divine Masculine. Now, it does take the necessary need to get out of that narcissistic energy, though. My fears of tomorrow are simply melting away. So whatever fear you have around obstacles that prevent you from, you know, I guess paying attention to your inner voice as opposed to trying to stalk someone, that is going to be a very, very good change or course of mentality, right? And also emotions too. the Ten of Wands in the reverse. I mean, no, the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay. My efforts are being supported by the universe. My dreams manifest into reality before my eyes. Now, how many of you are having trouble believing that the universe is supporting you? I think after what happened, about a month ago, maybe even within this April time frame, May time frame, some of you may have experienced a breakup. Perhaps you guys were the ones that broke it off. And I feel like because you did that, you might feel like there's obstacles in your way. There's certain fears that are building up. And of course, you might not feel like your efforts are being supported by the universe because you don't see your dreams manifesting into reality. Well, um, I'd hate to be the bearer of bad news on that one, but Divine Masculine, a lot of you are experiencing karma, the negative side of karma. Now, it could be that you've awoken and you weren't really too aware of what it is that you did to a person before, but they will tell you, so I would say listen up. Four of Cups, right underneath the Ace of Pentacles and the um, Seven of Cups and the Nine of Swords in the reverse. I put my energy into things that matter to me, okay? That's how you work out that apathy. Hmm. Jack of Pentacles. It's very interesting because on the other spread, um, that I was, wait, hmm, that might be very interesting. So this would be the King of Pentacles. I mean, no, the Page of Pentacles. Sorry, and the Page of Pentacles next to the Ten of Swords is essentially telling you like, be on the lookout for something new. Underneath the Ace of Swords, pay attention. You might actually start off with an idea first, and then materializes itself into something thereafter. Okay. So, two cards. Though these times are difficult, they are only a short phase of life. Very true. Nine of Swords. And it's coming out under the Wands card and the Clubs card. So, I listen to my intuition and trust my inner guide. Yep. Trust your intuition. It will lead you to healing. Now, another one that you might tell yourself, or you might need to tell yourself, is today I abandon my old habits and take up new, more positive. Ooh, excuse me. This is the Eight of Wands, right? And the Eight of Wands is technically a message that's coming in, and it's letting you know today I abandon my old habits and take up new, more positive ones. Now, that's a very nice affirmation there to end the reading. Yeah, so basically, this is all about healing and new beginnings, turning your back on whatever it is that no longer suits you, and actually figuring out the details of whether that is the case or not. Because if it isn't, and you break it off with the twin or with your person, then what ends up happening is you two come back in the next life. Now, on receiving what you want, understand that these difficult phases are short in life, and if you listen to your intuition, then you'll be receiving what you need, right? Ask and you shall receive. A closed mouth does not get fed. So with that, if you feel that this resonated with you, Divine Masculine, go ahead and like it, share it, subscribe it, do all that fun stuff. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. And I hope that you guys have well, actually, you know what? Let me roll some die real quick. Let's see what the energy is looking like. Because we all realize that this is about transformations. So, Mercury, right? The mind, uh, Mars. So the energy is pointing this way towards the new, and the North Node is right here next to the King of Cups. So that lets me know that as you work on, work on your emotional intelligence and your emotional stability, what ends up happening is you start to be more in line with where you need to go. All right, and that fell on the 10. So we actually have two tens, the Ten of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. My obstacles are moving out of my way. My path is carved towards greatness. Hmm. My efforts are being supported by the universe. My dreams manifest into reality before my eyes. Hmm. Hmm. It is very much the case that when you focus on your fears melting away, your obstacles are going to melt away too. Now, on your side over here, you have 9 and 6. And on my side, I have 7, 11, and 2. So, on the daily level, in order for you to reach your happiness, there is a necessity for you to bring things to a close, bring cycles to a close. Also, trust your intuition and make your decisions based on the intuitive messages that you've received. Okay? Pisces energy. So yeah, so as I was saying, some of you might be a water sign, some of you guys might be an air sign. For some, you might be Libra or Aquarius, and for others, you may be Pisces. And even if you're not those signs, those energies are at play. So what is it saying here? Focus on your spirituality, okay? Focus on raising your spirituality and allowing for that spirituality to bring the connections that you need to you. In the sense of understanding how to bring those connections to you, you'll learn to organize your friendships in a way that best suit you and them, obviously, and then you'll be able to find a sense of community. I feel what's happening is that there's a necessity for you to enter that hermit mode so that you understand what your true spirituality is. And actually, that makes perfect sense. You know, Flap the Footer at the bottom of this deck is essentially saying that when you do that, and when you can balance your emotions, then you're going to feel protected by the universe. And you'll be able to drop all your fears and your worries. So that's what I have for you, Divine Masculine. Hopefully you found this reading helpful. If you did, like I said, do all the stuff, like, share, subscribe, yada yada. And if you need a personal reading, please message me because I am opening up my time to personal readings, doing things like this, even doing extended readings so where I can check various different facets of your life to help you understand things like your finance, things like your career, things like business, if you're going to be starting a business, business consultation, and things of that nature. So, with that, thank you for being here, Divine Masculine, and I hope that this message was helpful, and I hope to see you on the next one.